It's amazing how happiness and satisfaction get mixed up, because I think if you're really content as an entrepreneur, as a visionary, as a dreamer, you're never really satisfied with where you are now, but in some sense, that is the content. It's like the content of the path is the contentness with the goal, the end goal.
Keep pushing forward, never let go. Feet to the pavement, riding out love through all the hard times. We're standing strong, momentum building dreams inside. We won't be stopping, we own the night.
All right. Welcome back to the Don't Hold Your Breath podcast. It's been a minute. Things are getting crazy. Things are getting busy, which is great. When it rains, it pours, is what they say. That's what I wrote down over here. And I guess that was lightning or lighting. Abundance, visualization, gratitude, and the speed of thought. Yeah. What do we got to say about that? Well, those things are all connected. First of all, abundance generally won't manifest without gratitude. It generally won't manifest without some visualization, which also has got to imply some action as well. You can't just sit there and like dream about stuff and then not act on it. You got to act on it as well. So if your actions are in line, if you're visualizing and really manifesting in your meditation space, and then you're following through with the actions and you have gratitude, things sometimes can arrive at the speed of thought. And man, thought is fast. I'm sitting here writing stuff down. I have a bunch of different kind of projects going on in my, ADD superpowered brain, like playing the drum kit with 25 tom-toms. So I'm writing stuff down, and like, as I'm writing with no vowels in the words, because I can't write fast enough. And so I'm going to have to start going digital. But the speed of thought is definitely very fast. And I think there's a lot of people really articulating this very well. There's a lot of people trying to articulate this. All the people who are doing it well probably think they could do it better, which is why they're successful, because they're always striving towards somewhere that's further than where they are now. It's amazing how happiness and satisfaction get mixed up, because I think if you're really content as an entrepreneur, as a visionary, as a dreamer, you're never really satisfied with where you are now, but in some sense, that is the content. It's like the content of the path is the contentness with the goal, the end goal. Last thing I wrote down here is it probably never will all get done, especially if you're dreaming as big as you should be dreaming. But one thing's for sure, zero of it is going to get done if you don't start now. If you don't get up and start doing stuff now. Visualization, manifestation, meditation, all these are great tools. But like I said, all of those pieces of the puzzle have to combine together. And it's like hitting that formula. Like an old fashioned is not just a glass of whiskey. You've got to combine those things, and you got to do the right steps, and you got to do it the right way all together. And all of those elements together, when they're combined, form that manifestation of that dream of a cocktail. Anyway, that's the rant. This is going to be a quick check-in today. Lots and lots of things going on, amazing positive things going on. You don't want to look at it or it might disappear. You got to stay calm. Don't get elated. As your abundance grows, you have to have real gratitude by sharing it with those who merit its fruits, those who help you to steer the ship. So giving some thanks to my wife, Brandy. She's pulled me out of the darkness more times than we care to count. She's been there from the get-go. We were talking the other night at dinner about her getting on the back of the motorcycle and going all over the middle of nowhere in the Andes Mountains, which was not everybody will do that. And so she's a very special woman, a very special team member, but especially very special to me. So thank you for everything. Charles Avance Some people might know him, some people might not. He's been a mentor of mine since I was about 22 years old. Taught me meditation, made lots of sacrifices for me to get to the point where I am in my life. If I had a father by their actions, it was him. Not biological, but more importantly, by his sacrifice, continued mentorship and tutorship. So thanks to you, Charles. Aaron Gatlin, you the man. Big things are coming down the pipe. So far, it's been, I think, around a year or so that we've kind of worked together. Maybe close to 2 years that we've kind of known each other. I think we're just breaking the ice on that. Really admirable guy, really sharp guy, a lot to bring to the table. Maybe more than he recognizes. Hopefully, he recognizes enough of it. But everyone that I've ever talked to about him has only positive things to say, and that's not true of a whole lot of people who I've met. But it's definitely true of him. So, Carrie Pauley, you're a force to be reckoned with. Of absolute chaos and mayhem in some ways, but what a kind and loving person. So, Carrie, I wouldn't be where I am today without your especially recent assistance and allowing me to be able to come into your restaurant and kind of, ruffle things up a little bit. Hopefully this is the beginning of a longer relationship as well. David, Paul, Esteban, Avia, you guys are amazing. There's a guy who I don't really get to see too often. I'd like to see more often, but he is working every day. Marlon Bendezu, Quispe. We're roommates, but as oftentimes happens, we're both busy. And so we do get to see each other at least once a week. We do a podcast called Artesanos Clandestinos, or the Clandestinos podcast. And so I think he's going to be publishing some of the episodes pretty soon. We're about 8 or 10 in, I believe. And so with those that we've got recorded, he's going to start editing and putting those out. They're all in Spanish. As we continue to grow as Don't Hold Your Breath and we start doing the interviews, we'll start mentioning and integrating some of that as well. But Marlon, thank you for being you. He's an amazing, disciplined guy. He is living the path. He is an example to everyone around him. Super strong guy in character and in action. So thank you, Marlon, for being around. Jonathan and Will, you guys are like battle buddies from back in the day and have stuck through and stuck with it. And Jonathan, we do some podcasts whenever we can with the Burnt Biscuit Gang. Will's doing his own things as well. But I see a future for all of us to be integrated coming into the future. And there's more of you out there as well. I'm just doing a quick thank you. Lauren Friel, you're probably part of the future growth of the company and everything as well. If you honor us with your capabilities, even as far as, Ben Berg, Matt Bryce, you guys took a chance on me, both allowed me to come in and bring some influence to your restaurant groups. Hopefully I did something positive for each of you and for some other people in your group. Because that was always my intention. And the list goes on and on. There's plenty more people who have given me lots of opportunities, and I have a lot of gratitude for all of them. And one day I'll do an episode that's just dedicated to listing it all out. I don't know if I'd have enough time, but we'll do our best. There's people who I don't know personally, and they say that you're the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. And in the digital age, I think that's always been true, but in the digital age, we have an expanded network of people with whom we can surround ourselves, and we can ingest their energy and allow their influence to infiltrate and penetrate into our lives and be a positive influence. And we can actually curate those due to all these magnificent technologies that we're surrounding ourselves with, and the one that you're watching on right now. So Akira the Dawn, thank you very much. I can't thank that guy enough. He's got a story. He's been through his stuff, but he helps and changes so many people's lives. If you have not gone to the Akira the Dawn YouTube channel, go to meaningwave.com, go to Bandcamp and subscribe to Akira the Don. Go to Spotify and listen to his songs on Spotify. He's all over the internet. He's really a vanguard of what I believe is going to be the next big phase of music. So we're witnessing the birth of something that's greater than great, that's true magnificence. And Akira, you exemplify and walk the path and lead your family and lead all of us to greatness and beyond. Patrick Bet David from Valuetainment, Alex Hormozy, Cody Sanchez, Jordan Peterson, Chris Williamson, Dan Martell, John DeMartini, Garrett Vaynerchuk, Jocko Willink, David Goggins. That list goes on and on and on and on as well. You listen to Akira the Don, you're going to find a bunch of these people in there. He's got great music, but he's got even better messages. He's got a way of curating the really important pieces, the real gems of wisdom out of people's rants, and internet interviews and podcasts and speeches. And he can take those gems and he can put them together and he can make just this, it's like a dragon's den of gems of wisdom in the Meaning Wave universe, in the Meaning Wave archives. Definitely go check it out. Whatever you do, don't hold your breath. Don't quit. Keep on going. Keep on pushing. You got this. Oh, yeah. One more thing. Trump 2024, motherfuckers. Go vote. Go vote tomorrow or today. Tuesday, November 5th. When you're watching this, go vote.